Hello everybody, this is Josh Bycer from GameWisdom.com. Welcome to a video examination of the game Zombie Night Terror. I got a press copy of it and I wanted to check it out on the channel here, as it's a great example of an older form of puzzle design, and that is based on the popular PC series known as Lemmings. This was a series that, by God, it lasts throughout, I believe, the late 80s through the 90s, including making ports to the consoles at the time. Lemmings' puzzle design was about basically controlling NPCs who you basically passively interact with and try to get them to complete certain tasks and objectives. Most likely also with the constraint of saying you must get X amount of lemmings through the level. Now, Zombie Night Terror, I guess, is the mature, logical continuation of that kind of design, where instead of cute little guys, you now have brain-eating zombies going around killing people. What's interesting is that the Lemmings designed around its puzzles to encourage critical thinking and planning also made it very popular for educational circles. I remember getting like little educational pamphlets, you could buy like software or stuff relating to school, and the Lemmings games were actually featured there. Zombie Night Terror, probably not. You're not going to see this game in a elementary school anytime soon. But it's still a good example of design and getting a really good sense of theme and aesthetics down. I've played a few levels of it already, as you can see, but we'll start at the beginning to show off the game and kind of the design that they're going for. Pause and play is going to be a very important part of these kinds of titles. Oh, here we go. Now, of course, if you don't know why the drug's called Romero, then you're probably not the right audience for this kind of game. Alright, so down here we have essentially our jobs. If you were talking about the original Lemmings, I'm going to pause for a second. I like how you get like the little video skip there. With Lemmings, you had limited options to essentially give your lemmings specific tasks. Like, you give them a grappling hook, they'll attempt to shoot it up in the air. If you give them dynamite, they'll place it down at the nearest wall, parachute to jump down, etc. And the challenge of the game was to figure out how to get them through the level given your limited inventory of options. With Zombie Night Terror, that comes in the form of turning people into zombies, as well as giving them these different tasks, which we'll see a few of them in this play. So, here we go. Again, not exactly for the kids. I would have liked for the characters to keep like their basic model and turn into a zombie, but that's just more of an aesthetic choice. Now, as with the kind of design of the Lemmings, I don't have direct control of these zombies. They'll basically go in one direction until they can't go anymore, and then they'll turn around. This guy's apparently disco dancing. Now, they won't break down doors just yet. Now, we got the basic objective, but the game has an additional challenge, and we can actually see how you do that. So the idea is, again, since people only go from left to right, right to left, you want to get them right at each angle. Open the door. Thank you. And again, because we got them from both sides, now they'll break down some doors, like these. But yeah, they are, unfortunately, mincemeat. Or zombie chow. We'll just fast forward. Goodbye. And I like how you get these little challenges. Well, it makes you have to refine your play and gives you something more to shoot for. Alright. So we can click on like TVs and stuff to get like news reports. So this time we learn about characters who can actually fight the zombies. And this is, I think, one of like my few complaints with the game in terms of its design. It's very hard due to like this kind of thing. Due to the aesthetic, to kind of see who has weapons and who don't. You have to basically sort of do trial and error. Okay, well, she's dead. So now we're going to be given some basic commands. We can tell them which path to go. You can see that's not going to work. And to whether break down a door or keep going. Now we're taken to the actual level. Now this is where the game introduces characters, again, who have weapons. It's hard to see right here, but this guy's actually holding a baseball bat. Now, if it's a one zombie against a character, the character is going to win. But as we all know from watching zombie movies, when you have like 15, 20 guys coming at you, it's kind of hard to defend. Now this is a additional VAT. This will let us turn more people into zombies. So again, the idea is we want to take out the people who have weapons. So we will turn him. These two. And him. And now we're going to take over. Again, I can adjust the thing there. I do want to make... I kind of screwed up there. There we go. And now they're all dead. Now this is a dead end, so if they go this way, they're pretty much going to die. So I'm going to see what happens here. Because obviously the guy with the gun is going to kill them. But will two zombies here basically surround and kill this guy? Let's see what happens. Yep. So now we're going to break this. Okay. Again, that's one of the problems of the game. It is a lot about trial and error as you're trying to figure out how to keep them alive. Now, of course, that is just an optional objective. So now, send them up. Kill these remaining people, and we got the win. But of course, we can't do up here. And now you'll see what happens if they try and go that way. Yeah, boom. Because we are dealing, one of the things about the Lemmings is that the design is based on absolutes. You know that if you send one character this way, that you need certain amount of characters to perform certain tasks. So it makes the puzzle solving linear, but it does provide you with a lot of means of growing it. Just like with the Lemmings game, Zombie Night Terror is one of those titles where if the first few levels don't hook you, the game's not going to do it for you. But if you enjoy it, there's enough depth with these mechanics that they can just keep coming up with new levels and things to do. So, this level we learn of a new option. Oh, have to break that. So now you'll see him trying to stop them. Oh, running out of ammo. And now we get DNA. And this lets us essentially create an overlord. So the idea is we set them up where we want them and what command we want to give them. So we pause right here. I'm going to turn this guy into an overlord, and I'm going to tell him to move them to the left. Now I can't change him to anything else, and this CV just tells us what that is. Alright, so we'll move forward. And again, that was just like the little tutorial. Now we'll see, it looks like we're going to get something else here. And I like the story. It's pretty much a B-movie story, but it helps to keep you, I guess, going to see what happens next. So we don't change this. Oh, wait. There we go. So we will fast forward. And we just got something new. Alright, so we don't need him anymore, so goodbye. We have our DNA. As you can see, we'll get more tasks as the game goes on for our zombies. Find the secret drug stash. So you can see the levels are getting bigger. Those apparently are mines. Alright, so we pause here. Obviously, if we send 5 zombies through, they're going to get blown up. Okay, so we'll have to go up, left, right. Not sure what that... oh, I guess the 3 is, they'll break through there. And again, we can make it over here. So we just need 1 zombie to go there while avoiding this bottom part. Let's see if we can do this. So this is where we need the overlord. Because if we're going to go this way, we need to tell them, because they're just going to keep going. There we go. As long as I have DNA, I can just keep doing it. Goodbye. So we don't need that anymore. So goodbye. Okay. If we want to get down here, this guy has a gun. So obviously we want to send a few people up to deal with these guys, as well as them. We also want to send them down here and deal with this. Okay, so that should be enough. And again, if we want someone to go to the left, there we go. So they are totally screwed at this point. Go team. Now, are they going to get killed by those mines? Apparently so. Again, you do have to do multitasking in these kinds of designs. Up. So now, if we want to save these guys from being killed, because again, we can get this from up here. There we go. Got that. Now they're falling through. Now to preserve these guys, I'm going to let them all group up before we send them that way. Again, we don't need that. Come on, guys. Let's go. Alright. Now, there's a whole lot of people here. Alright. It's time for a zombie rush here. Okay, wait for it. Goodbye. Ah, like any good zombie. He's kind of stuck. Goodbye. Again, we want to get them up here. Alright, we'll see if we can get that special stuff. See them in time. Come on. Up. Alright, let's see what happens. Get him. I don't think there's enough. Oh, we got it. Go, zombie team, go. And then we can just drug him. And we got it. Not bad. We'll do one more level to show the game off, and then I think we'll call for this video spotlight. Uh-oh. Oh. Damn humans, they always screw it up, right? Alright, so here we are once again. What's this guy? So again, I want to grab the infection thing first. What the hell are you doing? So we need to get all the way over there for the bonus objective. We got our infection. Okay, wait for it. Do you have a weapon? Oh. Oh. So apparently this guy with a shotgun is a badass. Boom. If this was any other game, this would be good for us. But as you can see, he is just mowing down our entire group. That took way too many zombies to get him. So this will be a good time to restart. And you know, a lot of this kind of design is about trial and error, because you're dealing with absolute values. We know that this guy's going to do all that damage, so we need to get rid of him. And the way we're going to get rid of him is with some drugs. There we go. Goodbye. Alright, so we got a new one. So this is another popular one. This is from the Lemmings era, being able to basically detonate them to leave a path. Now I'm just wondering, am I going to hurt all my other guys in the process? Well, let's see what happens. Okay. Boom. Oh, he's fine. Kill him. Oh, and the homeless person in the sewer, you know what's going to happen to him. Probably don't want to rush those guys, obviously. And again, you're dealing with the limited constraints of your abilities and basically your pool of zombies, or in the old days your lemmings, as a form of inventory. What? There we go, thank you. Oh, I guess we'll have to blow this up, right? So the question is, what's the best way to go? Probably infect someone up here, let them crash down. Okay, and this means another person will have to go. Oops. Then I hit the wrong thing. Oh well. I don't see any like in-game like achievement or bonus for doing the objectives. Like maybe unlock like additional things other than like the little mark there. But I can say Zombie Night Terror is a good example of sort of like that lemming kind of puzzle design, where it's about basically figuring out what you want to do within the limited resources that the game gives you. And like I say, if you enjoy this kind of game, there's going to be a lot here to get. As you can see, there's basically 4, I guess, stories of levels to do. And it does give them a lot of room for expanding things, or maybe even adding a level editor if the game does well enough at some future point. But we're going to end the video spotlight here. So once again, this has been Zombie Night Terror. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a comment, like and subscribe to the channel, and of course share with your friends. It always helps out. Check out game-wisdom.com, where I examine the art and science of games. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter under GW Bycer for the latest updates of new content. And you can find me on Patreon under Game Wisdom. Animations will be greatly appreciated. They will allow me to keep doing what I'm doing while supporting myself, and we hit some goals. It'll mean more great content for you folks to enjoy. Anyway, this has been a look at Zombie Night Terror. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again real soon.